Hey to the Knowledge family. Welcome to the Cafe of Knowledge. I'm so glad that you all tuning in today. Please, if you can, please hit the like and subscribe button. Today, let's talk about this selling dreams to the black community. Okay? Because it's so many people out here, rather they're famous, rich, poor, middle class, or whatever. You just have a lot of people that will say they're going to do something for the community, and then the community never see it, you know. And I just want to talk about this, and I want to address something also that Mr. Kwame Brown said again, him and another YouTuber, which I agree with both of them, but we're going to bring out some certain points on those issues, okay? There are so many, you know, Kwame Brown was talking on his platform and everything, and yeah, I don't want to keep saying Kwame Brown, Kwame Brown, Kwame Brown, but like y'all know, I help people in the community. So when I hear someone else say that they want to do things and that they do things, then I'm all for that, you know. But it is just that I just want to make sure that everybody understand here what is going on and what could be going on. I don't know, because on his platform he did say about how the award shows and stuff are degrading and toxic, and he was talking about all that and how the radio waves are toxic and everything, and that we need to start building communities and, you know, having our own business and running our own business and things like that. And he talks about that he do things like that in his community. Okay, now, for one thing, I understand about all this toxic stuff going over the airways, and it's some networks that's toxic, and it's some of everything. But now, let's get down. I understand all the airway stuff and all the TV stuff and all that, but let's get down to the community. To the community, see. Because if people are going to help our communities, then we need to see people helping our communities, okay? Now, when people talk about the rude stuff here and there, but let's talk about the rude stuff in our community, you know. And they was also talking about how business owners run their business, like how the owners of these networks allow toxic behavior, and how the owners of the radio waves and all that, how they run their radio stations and stuff like that, okay? Now, when you own something, you can call your own rules. That's just the bottom line. You know, if you own something, then you run it how you want to run it. But let's talk about the disrespect and the toxic, because right here inside our communities, while we talking about the radio and the TV, we have rudeness. And you want to talk about businesses, we have rudeness right here inside our communities. You can go to a hair supply store, and they're rude to their black customers and black employees if they have any. You know, you can go down to all across the United States. All across the United States, the majority of beauty supply store owners are rude to black customers. The majority of those run in and run out convenience store, gas stations, or whatever, the majority of them are rude to black customers. And they sit inside black communities. And the majority of some grocery store owners are rude to black customers. You know, you have some just candy stores or whatever you want to call them sitting inside the community. Those owners are rude to their black community. Okay, but they sitting right dead inside of it. You can go to some of these nail salon and toenail salon and all that, And the majority of those owners are rude to black customers. Okay? And then you just have different owners all across who are rude to black customers. You have small businesses, big businesses, corporation businesses that are rude, owners that are rude to black customers and their black employees. Okay? So let's talk about the owners who sit inside our community and they are rude as hell, but they want our money. Okay? So now Mr. Kwame Brown said that we need to start opening up our own business, and he said that they getting together and they trying to, get up money, or they have the money, but want to open up business, but this is what we need. Well, let me tell you, yes, this is what we need, but we have a lot of business owners that's around our community who are rude and disrespectful to black customers. And that's what they do every day, all day. And what we have to do is decide not to spend money with them. Because just because they own it, do that mean that they can be rude and disrespectful to their customers? Hell no. It don't mean they can be rude. So then that's when black people, you have to find somewhere else to shop. Find somewhere else to shop and stop supporting it. You can go, if it's a hair supply, if they rude, find somewhere else that's not rude. And if all of them are rude around there, go online and order. But stop spending money with rude ass people who sit inside the community and just be rude as hell. And disrespectful. And then take your damn money. And then they eat off your money after they done been rude to your ass. So that's something that we have to, as people and community, come together and say, if you rude, you don't get the money. And you can't make everybody stop shopping in that store, but your $1 or $2 still hurts. Still hurt them. I can tell you that right now. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Because that's what I do. I help improve businesses, start businesses and all that. And I know how a business can fail. So if they're rude to you, then stop spending money in that. Now, there are men, black men and black women who are real intelligent, and we can open up our own businesses around here. And I hear Mr. Kwame Brown saying that, he want to open up trade schools, or he want trades back in schools. Black people, he want to start businesses and stuff, and we need to all get out here and come together. Yes, we all do need to get out here and come together and put our money together and start our own businesses. You got people that can do so many things. There are so many black men and black women who are, and a lot of you viewers, the majority of the viewers watching this show have tremendous amount of talent. Tremendous amount of talent. And can do a whole lot with it. And that talent that you have, you can turn it into a business. And it's fairly easy to do. I'm telling you now. And, you just have some black women and black men who have good hobbies, good trades. They just know how to do so much till... Well, if you know how to do a whole lot, some have hair trade, some know how to make things, some know how to sew, some men know how to do mechanical work, some men know how to change tires and all that, and some men know how to troubleshoot on a computer, some women know how to troubleshoot on a computer. All this stuff, you can turn it into a business if you put your mind to it. And it is fairly easy to do. So now, it's a YouTuber that, and I want to address that, because if, I'm going to tell y'all about this YouTuber in a minute, but if black people come together and they do all this, I promise you will see a better black community. because you can go anywhere, get a building, rent a building, or whatever, very cheap, and start your own business. It don't take a whole lot. So when I hear people say they want to do this and they want to do that and they want to do that, okay, you can do it, but for some reason you have just stars. I'm not just talking about Kwame Brown or whatever. I'm talking about you have a lot of stars out here who famous people, rich people, and all that will talk about how the black community is, what the black community need, and all this, but the black community never see it. They talk about what they want to give and give and give, but the black community never see it. And I know because I'm out here in a lot of different communities across the United States. And it never happened. So then, if black people would do this, things would be a hell of a lot better for the black culture and the black community. Okay, now, it's the YouTuber that was addressing Mr. Kwame Brown, because Mr. Kwame Brown said that the black men masculinity is on attack. Like they are attacking the black males' masculinity. Okay? Now, the YouTuber replied by saying to Mr. Kwame Brown, he replied on his platform, and because, Mr. Kwame Brown was talking about, opening up your own business and how these toxic things are happening all over the airway, and that it seems like black men masculinity is on attack, and all that. So this black YouTuber man, he is a full-grown man, he replied by saying, okay, when you own, this is what he said, when you own your own things, then you can say what you want on your things. Meaning if you own that network or you own that platform, you can say what you want to say, And then the YouTuber, this black man, he proceeded as saying, here's the bigger question. When are black people going to want to try, black people and black men, when are they going to try to compete with these bigger networks and businesses and things like that, basically? So basically, that YouTuber was saying to Mr. Kwame Brown that when are black people and black men going to get together, start these businesses, build businesses, black women and black men? When are we going to get together and start doing this? And start owning our own platforms. It don't have to be a large platform. It could be a small. I know a lot of little small. You could turn on the radio, whether it's AM or FM, and you will hear small platforms. On church, they talking about, they do gospel music on it. They're not real big platforms, but they are platforms. But that's where you started to become big. So people can get into the radio business, and some of the network business. It just depends on how you do it, And if black people own their own business and own their own network or whatever, they won't have to worry about toxic behavior. If they're running it, and they're running it without toxic, and they're running it without all this disrespect, then the other people will have something to look forward to who don't like disrespect or toxic behavior. That's if we make it happen. So this YouTuber did say that black men, where is the money and the support and the organization to start these businesses? Okay, our own businesses. And that's what that man was saying. And I agree with that, because I say it all the time. Where is, if everybody talking, where is the money? But first of all, Black communities need to stop waiting on somebody else to come in and save them. It's not going to happen. Black people been waiting on that in their community for centuries. It's not going to happen. You can hear so many people talking about what they want to do, what they're going to do, how they're going to do it, what we need to do. And then the black people are quick to donate money because they think that person is going to do something for them, and then it never happens. And I know that through Hurricane Katrina. Do y'all know how many people opened up donation platforms? Donate so we can help the people in Katrina. Donate so we can help the victims that was impacted during Katrina. And guess what? I was dead smack foot first in the middle of doggone Katrina. Before she decided to come and tap the joint, until way after. And I'm still on the Gulf Coast. But what I am saying is, do you know how many people opened up? They was performing, they was on stages, they was everywhere, and all you seen was call in and donate and this and that, and so many people was donating, and millions and millions and millions was trickling in. And guess what? Those people in the half of Katrina, people are still dislocated. They are still spread it all over the United States. Ain't seen a bit of that money. Ain't seen a bit of it. If you could go to New Orleans right now and smack dead in the middle of it, down there where the black community was impacted, and you can still see rundown houses. So where was the donations? Where was the money? Where? See, people love to say how they're going to help the community, and the community never see it. Never see it. You can go there right now, and it's still a black community ain't been the same since. Some of the schools had to be shut down. All that. People who had owned their homes, owns nothing now. They somewhere else around the United States trying to make ends meet all over again when they had already owned something. But if you looked at the time of Katrina, everybody was talking about donate. We throwing a concert here. We throwing this. We throwing that. And I'm talking about donations was coming from all across the world. And over half of Katrina victims are still without and scattered all over the United States to start and fend for them damn self. They ain't seen that money yet. So that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, right the same way with this business. And then on the bad part of Katrina, I seen the person who did build houses and really didn't. They asked for donation or what, but the person who built houses to help some of those victims, I'm talking about really build houses, was Brad Pitt, a white man. Came in and built a whole bunch of houses for some of these black people. But see, he couldn't do it all by himself. But where was the rest of it? You know? And so that's what I'm talking about. Where were some of the black people that's just like this Brad Pitt man building house? Because just like he built a lot, it's some more that could have built right along with him, but didn't. But oh, it was a lot of them shooking and jiving and dancing and buck dancing and kicking and flipping and every damn thing else, throwing concerts, and them folks ain't seen nothing. So where it go? So that's what I'm saying. You have to be very careful. Be very careful when you're quick to jump and donate. And see, black people do this because anytime somebody say anything about they want to help us, it's so many black communities that's tired of living the way they living, till if anybody say, oh, I'm going to help y'all, just send me some money, y'all will send it in a minute, because y'all really hoping, and everybody hoping that, oh, they're going to do something, and then you never see it. And if you think I'm not, just think about how many people, famous people, rich people, or whatever, think about how many people say that they want to help the black community, and half of people can go right out their door in the black community. If they can't go right out their door, they can go a black block down. Tell me where to start and set something down at. Tell me. Tell me. Everybody say they're going to do this. They want you to donate money to this. They want you to do this, want you to do that. But then, this been going on for centuries, for decades. For decades, rather. It's been going on for decades. Where a whole lot of people want to get money, want you to donate money. They're going to do this. Now, it is some stores that do help out. They help out. They'll go to the community and, give shoes. Like Mr. Kwame Brown said, he gives shoes to some kids. And it's some stores that buy stuff for the community and for little football teams. And, they kind of mentor to the kids on, to teach them how to play football, have a little league and all that stuff. All that stuff is good. But I'm talking about owning business so that those kids can make their own shoes inside their own business. They can make their own shirts. They can make their own jewelry. They can do all that from their business. That's what Jake talking about. Because I do the same thing. I will give to the needy, but I also help the needy so that they are able to buy their own. See, I help them. And y'all already know, I help them with that book. Now, I'm going to help them, but I'm not just going to give them, and I'm not going to give no kids, keep giving them shoes, because guess what? They want to be able to buy their own shoes. And the only way for them to do that is with knowledge. That way they don't have to go the rest of their life with handouts and waiting on nobody to come save them. Come help them. But as you helping them, you help them to where they're able to help themselves and then turn around and return the favor to someone else. That's what I'm talking about. So when I hear about, and I listen to the Kwame Brown, and and he's saying what all you want to do, and when this YouTuber replied to him and said, hey, look, I understand you are talking about these networks and you're talking about businesses and all that, but when are we going to go head on and do what we supposed to do? And let's start opening this thing. Let's start opening up business around our black communities and stuff. Because you said that's what you want to do. So when are we as black people going to do that? And the thing about it is, it doesn't take this long to do it. We can open up a business right now. See, black women, you can get about 10 of your friends together, and all of y'all put in $500 a piece. And that's 5-5. That's 1. 5-5-2. 5-5-3. 5-5-4. 5-5-5. So y'all got $5,000. Y'all can open up a hair salon. You basically got all the stuff in your house already. I'm talking about the ones who really know how to do some hair, and they do it out their house, or they do it on the side and all that. If you get 10 of your friends, put in, y'all save up, and each one say, hey, by this day, we need $500. Open up that thing. It don't take long. And if you want to know how to get it started and getting it afloat and all that, all you got to do is hit my email. That's what this channel is for, Cafe of Knowledge. Can help you do that. And black men, all you got to do is get 10 of your homeboys. And then each one of y'all put in $1,000 a piece. That's $10,000. Y'all can open up y'all business. Y'all got shares in it. Open up a business in your community. And I ain't talking about no strip club throwing ass and throwing money and all that. No. Because, see, when you open up this business, you can hire some of these teenagers part-time. And teach them how to work, how to be responsible, And at the same time, teach them how you started that business so that they can start their own business. See, that's how it started trickling down. And then everybody want to know how Chinatown started. China, everywhere you go, some places Chinatown. And you be like, dog, they took over the whole block. Yeah. You know how? Because they were going to each business that was either empty, for rent, or for sale, and they started buying it up. Black people can do the same thing. It ain't hard. It's fairly easy. And so, but anyway, as this YouTuber was addressing Mr. Kwame Brown and was saying like, okay, you and a lot of other people are complaining about these networks. Let's do something about it. Let's start opening these businesses. Let's start doing something. Why are we waiting? Come on, let's get it going. Okay? Now, when he said that, Mr. Kwame Brown responded to this man. Okay? And I want y'all to listen to this. Because he replied, and this was his reply that he said to this man here.
People are starting to wake up and see that there's a difference between the way they talk about, the way they think about, and what levels they will allow you to go to. O'Shea, brother, follow me down this rabbit hole. You said that I just have good points, okay? If you ever remember a good brother named Jay Prince, allegedly Jay Prince was trying to get together with a couple other brothers. I think it was Murder Inc., may have been Suge Knight, allegedly. I think all these brothers tried to get together and create their own black distribution company. Like you said, they wanted to put their own money up. All of these gentlemen end up under federal indictment. So that's one example. Chauncey Billups, he wasn't convicted of any crime. Chauncey Billups is being drugged through the mud now on the happiest day of his life when a black male head coach, Stephen A. Smith, said a black player should speak up for him. Black player did. Black players being ridiculed. Black players almost want to be traded. Okay, you might not follow that one. Okay, let me go again. Bill Cosby. They tried to take an elder away from us. An elder that had no proof that he did anything. An elder that may have done some stuff. I don't know. I don't want to speak on the case because I don't want to get into it. But I do want to get into what the Supreme Court did. The Supreme Court overturned it. Allegedly, the judge in this case, after a mistrial, the judge in this case and the DA is somehow friends. Allegedly, the DA had enough time to fine Mr. Bill Cosby $2,010 for not cutting his grass. A DA. So yeah, people have been trying to put their money up. I wonder if Bill Cosby wouldn't have had this case. I wonder if he would have been able to buy NBC or whatever company he was trying to buy allegedly. I wonder if he would have been able to afford to purchase this company because Bill Cosby said the number one thing that they have that controls our society is the media and the networks. And he who controls minds control images. Is that correct? And they own all of the media. They sway all of the narratives, and they put a black talking head to say all of the shit. They put no masculine males on TV. And when masculine males go to jobs, they're fired. But let's let these clips speak for themselves. Hopefully, Brother O'Shea, we can find a through line in what I'm saying. And you can start interviewing Jay Prince and a lot of these guys that have had the money, maybe Master P, and they'll tell you what it's like. These contractors that's trying to bid for jobs, they'll tell you what it's like. There's a certain place that they want you in America, and it's not playing in the $1 million game, in the $1 billion game that they playing in. And unless you playing, seem like being their boy and having a white man you can call that's over you, seems like Dr. Boyce was right. You can't get to a certain level. If I'm wrong, sir, there's a lot of black millionaires and close to billionaires. So why don't we have enough 500 Fortune companies that's rivaling the white man? Why don't we have a distribution company, a black-owned one? Why don't we have a black-owned hair shop? Why don't we have a black network of black-owned banks? Why don't we have a network of black-owned schools? Because they know better. Mr. Jackson, that's all I'm saying. There's a system in place that you cannot do certain things. Otherwise, I could show you 20 people on a list that they have the money to do everything I just said. And you ask these people, why haven't they done it?
Okay. So, y'all heard that. Okay, now, that was the explanation that Mr. Kwame Brown sent to this YouTuber, and that's what he said. And what he said is fairly right, fairly right, but I don't agree with it, a lot of it, because as long as we as a black culture, black men and women continue to say that every time we try to do something, someone holds us back. The white man holds us back. They holding us back from making progress. So every time we try to open something, or every time we try to start a business, the white man or somebody is holding us back. I'm not going for that, because I see it every day. So I'm not going to agree with that, because as long as we sit down, we will never have anything as long as we have the attitude, oh, ain't no sense of starting that business because the white man gonna hold you back. Ain't no sense of building that distribution center because the white man just gonna hold you back. Ain't no sense of building this here building because they ain't gonna do nothing but hold you back. So as long as we have that attitude, guess what? Every other culture and everyone around us will be building around us, because we all have the attitude that, oh, we can't because they're gonna hold us back. I'm not going for that. So now, Mr. Kwame Brown told this man here, this YouTuber, he said, follow me down this rabbit hole so I can explain it to you. And we heard his explanation, So now, I want people to follow me with the lions and the cheetahs who break out of the cage and chase that rabbit so they can eat. Hunt that rabbit down so they can eat. Okay? Now follow me down that hole with this hole right here with the cheetahs and the lions. Okay? Because this how you eat. You chase that rabbit and hunt them down and you eat. Because, for one thing, black men especially can't keep dependent on no stars or nobody else to come in and save the day. Save our neighborhood. Black women too. But black men especially. Because black men are leaders. And we cannot expect for people to come in and do this. We can do it. Y'all can do it by yourself. Don't need all that help. And you can get a business started, y'all. You can get a business started within 3 to 6 months. And this is what I know. Anybody who wants to start a business can start a business within 3 to 6 months. It's fairly easy, like I said. And if stars and anybody else want to do it, they can do it. See, as long as People will talk a good game. Yeah, I want to do this for the community. I want to do this for the community. Well, I want to do this. I want to drop this down in the black communities and all the black communities across the United States. They need this. They need that. They need that. And then people go to running and donating and sending money and all that stuff, and it never happens. And then that's when we always hearing as a black community that, oh, I would have did it, but the black man held me back. The white man held me back. I was going to do that for y'all, but the white man held me back. I was going to open this for y'all, but the white man held me back. I was going to open up this little center for the kids, but the white man held me back. Bull crap. Ain't no white man holding nobody back from opening their own business, and that's how you start getting into those millions. So you just don't jump into making $1 million company. You work to that $1 million company. But it don't take but 3 to 6 months to start that track going. Start that business going. And then it won't take but a couple of years if you're running it right. You gonna hit that million. I know some friends right now who is in the millions. And they started off with about $5,000. But they in the million. And it didn't take them no more than about 24 months to hit the millions. And yeah, they playing with the $1 million world up there. And guess what? They black. And guess what? Ain't no white man held them back yet. Ain't held them back yet. See, it's a lot of excuses going on around here. It's a lot of excuses getting thrown to the black community. A lot of excuses. See, I feel like if you don't want to help and you ain't going to help, don't come selling nobody no damn dream. Just shut the hell up. And y'all know how it is. When I get all mad and frustrated, I get tongue-tied because I be wanting to curse. And I'm trying to cut it down just a little bit. So then I get stuck a little bit. But I'm telling you now, if you don't want to help and you don't go selling no dreams. Don't come telling me next week you going to buy me an outfit. And when next week come, you tell me the white man held you back. That's why I ain't got that outfit. The hell you say? How he held you back from buying me an outfit? So that's what I'm trying to say. Or I tell a man, hey, I'm going to take you out to dinner next week and all that. And then he got his clothes on and everything. Oh, I can't take you because the white man held me back. Oh, stop. We have to stop using that excuse. Because I know too many black business owners out here right now. And they making a hell of a lot of money. And that white man ain't even studying their ass. They study banking every day, all day. So it can be done. And these black owners got it in their black neighborhood. And I see it every day. Because I'm involved with helping them with it every day. So, you just have a lot of people that said, I really was going to do this, but the white man held me back. So, you can open up a business in 3 to 6 months. So if these black stars or these famous people or whatever they call themselves, if they really wanted to start a business, let's get down to it and let's make it happen. All you got to do is hit my email and we can make it happen. See, that's how you challenge it. That's how you challenge to see if they bluffing or they for real. Because I know for a damn fact, if they want to do it, they can do it. But see, ain't nobody going to hit my email about that. And like Mr. Kwame Brown said, he can show you 20 people on a list who are ready to get down to business. And I also can show Mr. Kwame Brown 20 people on the list that I know that wanted to help the black community, wanted to start a black business, and did it within 3 to 6 months. I can show you also 20 people who have done that. And that what I want to tell Mr. Kwame Brown. So I don't know who him and those 20 people, because he said, I can show you 20 people right now that's ready to get started. I don't know who they dealing with, how they dealing with, and what man or what zaddy boy or whatever you want to call it that's so-called holding them back. But if they hit NJ, the Cafe of Knowledge 88 at gmail.com, I can show them and them 20 people and Mr. Kwame Brown how to get it going within 3 to 6 months. And guess what? Ain't no white man or ain't no other man gonna hold them back. In any other culture gonna hold them back. They can get it done. So I challenge that. So, I know it's some viewers and stuff like that come into this platform, sneak look to see what you're talking about. And, they fans of certain people. Tell Mr. Kwame Brown. Because, see, I told y'all before that I have contacted some stars and famous people who said they wanted to do something, but when I challenge them and say, hey, guess what? Let's do this. Wherever city or state you are in, we can do that in that state for your community, for your black community. Let's get it going. Guess what? I don't hear nothing but complete silence. Never say nothing back. But you got people that done donated to them and all that stuff. They got the folks money and all that. And then all of a sudden people say, you know what? Then it fades all out. But hell, that person done got the money. Got the black people money, and the black people ain't got shit off in their damn community. And then the black people like, oh, well, we been got again. We been got again. Then somebody else will pop up somewhere else, and then, oh, yeah, okay, they gonna help us. It don't happen. Somebody else pop up again. Oh, they say they gonna help us. Don't never happen. Then somebody else pop up again. Oh, they say they gonna help us. And it never happened. It never happened. But we steady wishing and hoping when we really don't have to. We can just do it. And like I said, for anybody who wants to, needs the help, wants to know how to play, I have a 5-year business plan for anybody who ready to get started on opening their business. All you got to do is hit my email, cafeofknowledge88@gmail.com. And I tell y'all that all the time. I sound like a broken record. So it can be done. So when I hear people keep saying all that, a lot of people out here don't know how the business thing go. Don't know how you can start a business or keep a business going, or start a business and then make sure that your profit becomes well over $1 million. See, a lot of people don't know how to do that. So therefore, when other people go to talking to them and saying, oh, I would have did this and I would have did that, they really don't know. And it's not their fault. They really don't know. They really do feel like, oh, that's why it can't be done, because the white man holding us back. Oh, man, see, we ain't gonna never have nothing. A damn lie. A damn lie. And like I said, I'm not saying Mr. Kwame Brown is telling lies or anything like that. What I am saying is whoever he's dealing with or whatever that they keep blocking and stopping him where he can't, because he did say he owned his own business. He said he owned his own contracting company or whatever he does. But, okay, did the white man stop that? No. Didn't stop that. Because he owns his own business. So when it comes to black people community, don't say that you can't get nothing started because the white man gonna stop it. Because like I said, I know 20 people right now, just like he got 20 people on the list that's ready to do it. I had 20 people, I got more than 20 people, but I'm just saying 20 people that wanted to do it, did it, and making a hell of a lot in their own community and hiring the blacks and whites and everybody else in their business. Helping them. and at the same time teaching them how to get what they got. And yes, we have a lot of black haters. We have a lot of black people that hate on success. I don't know what's wrong with that. You got some crabs in the barrel that try to pull you back down every time you're trying to do something. You just gonna have those. But the majority of the black culture wants something. And it outweighs the ones who don't. And you will still make it. You can still make it. So that's all I'm saying with that right there. Because I know 20 black men and women right now who is running their own construction company, and they making a hell of a lot of money. They running their own, like, trinkets, and because down here on the Gulf Coast, you got a lot of Mardi Gras stuff going on and all this stuff. You just have a lot of black men and women who are running things. They are, like I said, they running their own construction company. They are running their own tractor companies, like what Mr. Kwame Brown said he do. They break land and break all kind of stuff every day. Every day. They doing all this. They are running beauty supply stores. They are they running mechanic shops, big mechanic shops. Big mechanic shop. And then has turned that one mechanic shop into 9 of them. And they growing and growing and breaking ground for more. And auto shops. And then these are black owners that I know personally, 20 of them. And then a black-owned bank. A black-owned bank exists. And they did that. They did that. A black-owned bank. This is what I know. So it can happen. Ain't no white man hold them black owners back from opening up this black-owned bank. Didn't do it. Didn't do it. And then I know some that run car lots. I'm talking about some bad big car lots too. You see what I'm saying? That's well over playing in $1 million. And they breaking ground for more. And they helping the black community. And they hiring the black community. You know what I'm saying? Furniture stores, bad furniture stores, black owned. And they got bad appliance stores where you go get these nice refrigerators and all. Got better refrigerators than half of these big companies do. Got bad appliances, bad black owned. And guess what? Black people go in there and want to buy stuff from them, and they can get it and all that in the black community. Now, I ain't talking about what somebody told me. I said I know 20 people as well who said they wanted to do something, and they did it. And I know a hell of a lot more who on the way to breaking more ground. So it can be done. So see, that's why when I hear people say, we try to do this and we try to do that. See, first you will hear a good game, and then after a long time and people realize that it's not happening, and then people go to questioning and everything, and then all of a sudden, I was going to do that, but the white man held me back. Ain't no goddamn white man held you back. You just ain't doing it. You don't want to do it. Because I can tell you right now, any famous person, any rich person, anybody, like I said, anybody who wants to start a business can do it. And they can do it within 3 to 6 months. And if you think I'm lying, hit that email and have your little money saved up like I told you. It ain't about $5,000. Have it all ready and hit that email and watch us make it happen. So I know that it's a whole lot of rich people and stuff got way more than $5,000. They can make that stuff happen right then. I done know some people that started a business off $2,000 and turned that $2,000 to well over $200,000 within 4-5 months. If that. Turned it into $200,000 probably within a month. I got to go back in the paperwork and check it out, but it was real quick because I think I throw that number far too off. That I know somebody that started with $2,000 and turned that thing into $200,000 in about 4 weeks. So don't tell me it can't happen. That's all I'm saying right there, y'all. So I don't want to hear about it's only a certain level that the white man will let you get to, or it's a certain level that you can get to. No, it ain't. I know way more than what I just said. That's way up there. Ain't no white man stopped them yet. See, we have to stop. And I'm going to tell you what, if somebody do knock you down after you done made it and they do knock you down, guess what? See, that's what the Cafe of Knowledge do, because you always have a special bank account for the knock you down cat. Because that special bank account will put you right back where you was, and everybody be wondering how. I thought I knocked them down. Oh yeah, you thought you did. But it was a special bank account just for a low-down joker like you. You can't do it. See, I show people all that. See, they have a knockdown fund. They have a hold your back fund. If it ever happened. It ain't happened yet. It ain't happened yet. And if it do, they got it. To make sure they still stay right up there. You can't knock them down. So, when I hear all these excuses about how come you can't get nothing started and who holding your back and the white man holding your back and they holding your back. Who in the hell is they? Everybody want to talk about they holding us back. Put some names today. Put some names today. Because I ain't seen they yet. When I seen people opening up business, I just named 20. I can name far way more than that. Who is helping their community? It can be done if black men and black women just come together and do it. Find your real friends if you have any. And if you don't have any real friends, if you can't find them 10 friends to put in either $500 a piece or $1,000 a piece, do it your damn self. And save up until you get that $5,000. Or even maybe that $2,000 like this other person did. And start from there. But it can be done. You ain't got to wait on nobody to come in and save the day for the community. No. Hell to the no. These people here that run all these businesses is unstoppable. And so that's all I got to say about that. I don't want to say nothing, but I just say this right here. If anybody, if Mr. Kwame Brown say he having trouble, he know 20 people that they holding on to it, they ready to get started and can't seem to get started or whatever, I know a way to go around all that, bypass that. Tell them, I know how people go in and out. Put it in now. I don't want to be on nobody's platform either. That ain't what this about. Damn a platform. We ain't got, see, Cafe of Knowledge ain't got time to jump on nobody else's platform. I ain't trying to get no recognition. I said go into the email quietly. Mr. Kwame Brown, go in my email quietly and we communicate from there. And within 3 to 6 months, whatever he's talking about, we can make it happen. That's all I got to say about that. Gain knowledge to prevent blockage. And we all know what that means. The more you know, the harder it is for anybody to block y'all from y'all goals and success. Bye-bye.